Welcome to Vignana Jyoti Ganita YouTube channel. Today the topic is for 10th class students coordinate geometry. In this coordinate geometry, in this chapter I would like to explain direct problems versus indirect problems. So you will take one formula, we will solve one direct problem, and on that formula simultaneously we can solve indirect problem also. Now in this chapter I would like to recapitulate the formula. Okay, so the first formula is distance formula. A is one point, B is another point, therefore the distance between A and B, that means AB square is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Then come to second formula, that is midpoint, that is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, then third centroid, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, isn't it? So if for midpoint you have to find the average of x coordinates. Similarly for centroid you have to find the average of x coordinate and the average of y coordinates. Okay, here in this one we have 2 points, that's why we will write by 2. In this one you have 3 points, therefore you have to write down by 3. Okay, then this is called section formula, mx2 plus nx1 by m plus 1 comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. Where you have x you have to write y, you will get the y coordinate. Okay, then the next formula is formula of slope. Slope is equal m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. At final the last one is the area of triangle, that is half x1 of y2 minus y3 plus x2 of y3 minus y1 plus x3 of y1 minus y2. You have to recapitulate these 5-6 formulae. Okay, shall we move to problems? Sure. So the first problem is like this. See here, find the slope of a line joining. Here 2 points are given, you have to find the slope. So this is called direct. Here the RTP is find the slope. But here come to this one. If the slope joining 2 comma 5 and x comma 3 is 2, that means here slope is 2. Here RTP is finding slope. Direct problem means here we have to find the slope. That means we have to find the value of the formula. So finding value of the formula are called direct formulas. Here come to here. Here the formula value has given. The formula of slope. You have a formula for slope. That formula value has given. Whenever the formula value has given in the problem, those problems are called indirect problems. Or you come to solution. In solution, write down the formula here, m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. But here also the concept is slope. Therefore, you have to write down the slope formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So you can take this is x1, this is y1. You can take this is x2 and this is y2. Thereafter you have to substitute y. Here m is equal y2 is nothing but minus b, isn't it? y1 is 3b, isn't it? x2 is nothing but a, here a. Then x1 is 2a, here you have 2a. Now this is minus b minus 3b. It becomes, can you calculate? Yes, minus 4b. By here a minus 2a, it gives minus a. Therefore here this minus and this minus should be cancelled. Can you imagine the answer? Yes, m is equal 4b by a, isn't it? Now come to here. Here the slope value is given. There is no need to find the slope. That means here formula value is given. Therefore, you have to find one missing quantity in the formula is the concept of this problem. Isn't it? The step will be like this. You see here, m is how much? Slope 2. So I will write 2 for this m is equal. Here y2, this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. Therefore y2 is 3, isn't it? Minus. Okay, then y1 is 5 by 5. Sorry, y1 is 5. Therefore here 5. Then x2 means x, isn't it? x1 means 2 is 2. Okay, here then Can you imagine the step? Thereafter you have to transpose this x minus 2 to LHS. Therefore 2 of x minus 2 is equal, this 3 minus 5 becomes minus 2. Thereafter you have to open the bracket. You have to multiply this x and this minus 2 with this 2. The step will be 2x plus into minus minus 2 2s are 4 is equal minus 2. Thereafter you have to find the value of x only. Therefore you substitute, therefore you transpose minus 4 to RHS. And what happens? 2x is equal minus 2, RHS value minus 4 becomes plus 4. Therefore 2x is equal minus 2 plus 4 is 2. Therefore x is equal 2 by 2, that is equal to 1. So you can find this one in your textbook as example before the last exercise. Now this is the one of the problem in the last exercise of this chapter. Okay, then shall we move to another problem? Okay, so here the problems are like this. Show that these 3 points are collinear. Here you see these are collinear. Here our RTP is we have to show that these are collinear, that is our RTP. But here these 3 points are collinear. That means here the problem already declared that these 3 points are collinear. So this is called indirect problem and this is called direct problem. So first of all, come to the solution. Now you have to first find area of triangle. Okay, that is the major thing. Why? Because the collinear concept depends on the area of the triangle. What is meant by collinear? If 3 or more points lies on a same line, those points are called collinear. If 3 points lies on a line, then you cannot get the triangle. Okay, therefore whenever you don't get the triangle, the area of the triangle should be 0. Therefore to prove collinear, we have to find the area of the triangle. If the area of the triangle is 0, then we conclude these are collinear. If the area of the triangle is not equal to 0, then we have to conclude the given points are not collinear. Here clearly show that are collinear. That means you should get the area of the triangle is 0, isn't it? Now you have to write down the formula of area of triangle. We have to recapitulate the formula. The formula will be like this: half into x1 of y2 minus y3 plus x2 of y3 minus y1 plus last term x3 of y1 minus y2. It is the formula. Here this is, you can take this one x1 y1, you can take this is x2 y2, you can take this is x3 y3. Thereafter you have to substitute all the relevant values, x1 y1, isn't it? x2 y2, x3 y3. Now the step will be like this: for x1 3, y2 8, okay, y3 4, x2 it is minus 2, x2 this is minus 2, then y3 that is 4, isn't it? Then y1 minus 2, here minus 2, then plus here x3 0, isn't it? Then y1 minus 2, then y2 8, here you also 8. Okay, then you have to calculate the values of the bracket. Okay, the step will be like this: 3 8 minus 4 4, here minus 2 I can take as it is, here minus into minus becomes plus, 4 plus 2 is 6, here minus 2 minus 8 becomes minus 10. That means I have to calculate only bracket values only. Thereafter then the step will be like this: half 3 4s 12 minus into plus minus 6 2s 12, 0 into minus 10 0. Here plus 12 minus 12, here plus 12 minus 12 should be cancelled, 0 plus 0 is 0, half into 0 is 0. Then what you can conclude here, the value of area of the triangle is 0. That means area of the triangle is equal to 0 means triangle cannot be formed. So when the triangle cannot be formed, if the 3 points lies on a same line, therefore we can conclude that you have to write down first of all area is equal to 0. So given points are collinear, isn't it? Okay, is it clear? Now come to here. Here already we have 3 points. Given points are collinear. That means clearly area of the triangle is equal to 0. How we can proceed in this problem? By taking area of the triangle is equal to 0. Here we are finding the area of the triangle. Here area of the triangle already is given. What is that value? 0. Why? Because these are collinear. That means lies on a same line. 3 points lies on a same line cannot be formed a triangle. Whenever you cannot form a triangle, the area of the triangle should be 0. That's why in this one, here the step will be like this. Area of triangle is equal to 0. Why? Because we are taking area of triangle is equal to 0 because of collinear, isn't it? Now, what is the formula of area of the triangle? You have to write down the area of the triangle formula as it is. Okay, you have to recapitulate and read out this formula. Third one, last term of the formula is equal to how much? This 0, this 0. Thereafter you have to substitute. Clearly know that x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. You will take the values like that, then you have to substitute in this formula. Okay, the step will be like this. You see here by 2, this by 2 transposed to RHS. Okay, that's why I don't write here 1 by 2. Okay, you have to check these are whether proper or not. X1 1, isn't it? Y2 b, here b, y3 minus 4, here minus 4, x2 minus 1, here minus 1, y3 here minus 4, here also minus 4, then y1 2, here also 2. Then you have to substitute this plus, you have to substitute this value. Here x3 minus 3, y1, here y1 that is 2, then y2 is b is equal 0. This by 2, whenever you transpose this by 2 to RHS, it becomes under multiplication. Therefore, you have to calculate the bracket values. Here, one variable, one constant. Therefore, we cannot calculate this one. You can take that bracket as it is. Okay, here minus 4 minus 2 you can calculate. You see here this one I can take as is. Here minus half minus becomes plus 4. Here minus 1, minus 4 minus 2 minus 6. Here minus 3. Here 2 minus b. You can take 2 minus b because these two are unlike terms. Therefore 0 into 2 is 0. Now we have to multiply this 1 into b plus 4. This 1 into b plus 4, b plus 4. Here minus into minus plus. 1 into 6, 6. Here minus into plus, minus, isn't it? 3 into 2, 6. Thereafter minus into minus plus 3 into b, 3b. The RHS value is equal to 0. Therefore, here you see, therefore here plus 6 minus 6 should be cancelled. Therefore, here b, here 3b. These two are like terms. Therefore, you have to add this b and this 3b. It gives 4b. Here the remaining constant is plus 4 is equal 0. These two should be cancelled. Okay. Therefore, you have to find the value of b. Therefore, you transpose plus 4 to that side. Then 4b is equal to minus 4. Then you have to transpose this 4. It becomes minus 4 by 4. That gives, you can imagine, b. This 4 and this 4 should be cancelled. Therefore, here you get minus 1. Isn't it? Or you get clarity which is direct problem and which is indirect problem. Indirect problem means the formula value has given in the problem. Therefore, you have to find one missing term in the formula. Particular in this problem, here the missing term is y2. Therefore, we have to find the value of y2. Okay, this is the missing term. Here there are no missing terms in direct problems. All the values has given. You have to find out the value of the formula. Here the formula value is given. You have to find one of the missing term. Here missing term is y2. Okay, then shall we move to other problem? Come to midpoint concept. Here the formula of midpoint you have to recapture. x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Here also the problem is like this. Here the problem is like this. You see, find midpoint of line joining. Is there any unknown terms here? No, not at all. All values are known. So whenever you know the all values, you have to substitute the relevant values in the formula. So in solution, you have to write down the first point 2 comma 7. You can take as x1 y1. Then you will take second point So it can be taken as x2 y2. Thereafter what you have to find? Midpoint. So finding the midpoint, you have to write down this formula here. Okay, you have to recapitulate and read it: x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Therefore you have to substitute the values. Okay, it's a very simple thing. X1 2, isn't it? X2 is 12, y1 7, then y2 minus 7, isn't it? Then you have to calculate. Okay, 2 plus 12, that is 14 by 2. Here plus 7 minus 7 should be cancelled, 0 by 2. 14 by 2 means 7, 0 by 2 means 0. Therefore the midpoint of these 2 points is nothing but 7 comma 0. It's a very simple thing. Come to here, read out the problem. AB is a diameter of a circle. Here the concept depends on the circle. So you can find a circle. In that circle you have to identify the diameter. Diameter means the chord which is passing through the center. That means diameter always passing through the center. Whose center is? Okay, what is the coordinates of the center? 2 comma minus 3. And B, what is B? Here AB is a diameter. That means B is one endpoint of diameter. Find A. What is A? A is another endpoint of the diameter. A diameter has two endpoints. One endpoint is given. You have to find another endpoint. Okay, you see the pictorial form of this problem. See in solution. Okay, the center is midpoint of diameter. You have to recapitulate this formula. Here center is nothing but midpoint of diameter. Therefore you have to draw a circle. Okay, isn't it? Then you have to write the diameter. Okay, this one is a diameter. Then this is one end point A. This point is A. This is one end point. The point is B. This is another end point. Therefore thereafter you have to find out A. A is question mark here. Here what about here? This is center. So the chord passing through center, isn't it? Here the center coordinates are 2 comma minus 3. Then you have to substitute. Okay, here center means 2. You see here center LHS is, what is the center? 2 comma minus 3. Thereafter you have to substitute the formula. Here you take B x1 y1 and you take A x2 y2. Therefore x1 1 plus A is x2 y2. Therefore x2 as it is, you keep as it is. Then y1 4, y2 you keep as it is. Therefore by 2. Okay, so for our calculation convenience I have to remove this figure, isn't it? Now you have to here LHS is a ordered pair, RHS is a ordered pair. Whenever two ordered pairs are equal, you have to equalize the first coordinates and you have to equalize the second coordinates. Okay, here first coordinate, here first coordinates are equal. Here second coordinate and second coordinate are equal. You see here 1 plus x2 by 2 is equal to 2. Here what happens? 4 plus y2 by 2 is equal to minus 3. Just you have to imagine this step. Whenever you transpose this 2 to this side, it becomes minus 3 into 2. Therefore the value is y2 is equal minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. This plus 4 becomes minus 4, isn't it? Then come to here, you have to transpose this 2 to that side. Therefore 1 plus x2 becomes 2 into 2. Therefore here y2 is minus 4. Here y2 is equal minus 6 minus 4, that is minus 10. Therefore come to here. Here 1 plus x2 is equal to 4. Here you have to recapitulate. You can think A is equal to x2 y2, isn't it? Therefore A is equal 3 comma minus 10. Okay, isn't it? Okay, shall we move to other problem? Here the problems are like that. Find centroid of the triangle. Here the concept is centroid. You see here, find the third vertex of the triangle whose two vertices are and centroid is origin. What is the difference between these two? You see, here you have the three vertices of a triangle, but here you have only two vertices of a triangle. That means you have to find the third vertex, isn't it? So this is direct problem and this is indirect problem. Why I declared as indirect problem? Here you have a formula for centroid. So the centroid value has given. What is the value of centroid here? Is nothing but origin. Here the value of centroid is not given. You have to find. Here value of centroid is given. Whenever you have to find the formula value, this is a direct problem. whenever the formula value has given and you have to find the missing term of the formula, it comes under indirect problems. Okay. Now come to solution. You have to write down the constant formula of centroid x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. You can take this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2, this is x3 y3. So you have to substitute the relevant values in this formula. Now here x1 minus 4, x2 2, isn't it? x3 2, okay, y1 6, y2 minus 2, isn't it? y3 5 5. 4 by 3 here, by 3 here. You have to calculate my plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 minus 4 becomes 0 by 3. Here 6 minus 2 4, 4 plus 5 9. 0 by 3 is 0, 9 by 3 is 3. Therefore centroid is 0 comma 3. It is very important for half mark questions. Okay. Now here also what is the concept? Concept is centroid. So you have to write down the formula of centroid. Can you recapitulate the formula? Here you have only two vertices. That's why this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. Here centroid is origin. That means the value of g is origin. Isn't it? The value of g is origin. Therefore you have to take origin as 0 comma 0. Now you have to substitute the, you see here you can take 2 comma 3 as x1 y1. You will take 3 comma minus 2 as x2 y2. Okay, you will take the third vertex as x3 y3, unknown vertex. Okay, this is x1 y1, x2 y2, third vertex is x3 y3. Now you have to substitute the relevant values. What is g? G is nothing but origin. Origin means 0 comma 0. This x1 is 2. Okay, here x2 means this 3 here, x3 unknown vertex. This x3 you can take as it is. Here y1 means 3. Okay, this 3 here. Then y2 is how much? Minus 2. This minus 2 here. Then y3, here y3 is unknown. You can kept y3 as it is. For your convenience, I have to write down here only. Thereafter you have to calculate So okay, now you have to, here you see, here two coordinates, here one ordered pair is equal to another ordered pair. I have already explained in previous slide. Whenever two ordered pairs are equal, you have to equalize here first coordinate, here first coordinate, here second coordinate, here second coordinate. Therefore you have to equalize this and this, and you have to equalize this and this. So that's why you have to write like this. This 0 is equal, here the first term here 0, second term is here, the second term of this one is here. Okay, that is just matching the first one to first one, second one to second one. Thereafter you have to transpose. So thereafter, can you imagine the calculation? Okay, this by 3 becomes into 3. Here also this by 3 becomes into 3. Okay, here 2 plus 3 5, 3 minus 2 1. For finding the value of x3, you have to find like this. Okay, now 0 into 3 is 0, 5 plus x3. Here also 0 into 3 is 0, 1 plus y3. Thereafter you have to transpose plus 5 to that side. Therefore minus 5 is equal to x3. This plus 1 becomes minus 1. Minus 1 is equal to y3. Therefore what are x3 and y3? These are the coordinates of the third vertex. Therefore third vertex is equal, first you have to write down x3 value minus 5, thereafter y3 is minus 1. It is very simple thing. Okay, now you have to observe the problems here. This is okay, here find the distance between, very simple and primary thing. Here the distance between these 2 points is 10 units. Here you have to find the distance. Here the distance has given, the distance is 10 units. Here distance is to be find out. Okay, now very simple thing. Okay, come to solution. Now here what is the formula you have to use? You can take a as minus 2 comma minus 3, can be taken as x1 y1. Then you will take this 3 comma 2 as b, that is 3 comma 2 can be considered as x2 y2. Thereafter you write down the formula ab square is equal, read out this one, or you have to recapitulate. Okay, you have to read out 3 to 4 times the formula. Thereafter you have to substitute the, okay, isn't it? Here x2 3, okay, x1, here minus 2, isn't it? Y2, 2 here, okay. Then y1 is minus 3, write down minus 3. Then you have to simplify the brackets, okay. Here minus of minus plus whole square. Here minus of minus, what happens? It becomes plus whole square. Then this is 25 square 25. Here also 5 square 25. You have to write down 25 plus 25 50. For our convenience, 2 into 25, isn't it? 50 can be written as 2 into 25. Why I should write like this? You have to understand in next step. This is the value of AB square is 50. But what we have to find? We have to find the value of AB only. This 50 is AB square. The next step will be, whenever you transpose this square to this one, the step will be AB is equal root 50. That means root 2 into root 25. Root 2 is root 2. Root 25 means 5. That is 5 root 2 units, isn't it? Now come to here. Here the distance is given. So here the concept is distance. Therefore you have to write down the formula of distance. Here therefore I have to substitute the relevant values. These are like this. Here AB distance is 10, isn't it? 10 square. Here x2, this is here x2, this is x21. Here x1, that is x. Here y2 is 15. y1 is 7. Okay, that is, therefore you have to write down this value to here. Thereafter 1 minus x whole square as it is, 15 minus 7, that is 8 square here. Then 10 square can be written as 100. Just I have transposed LHS and RHS, but there is no need. Okay, come forward. Therefore you don't expand by using this formula a minus b whole square. You have to keep 1 minus x whole square as it is. It gives your comfortable calculation. Whenever you expand by using a minus b whole square, you will get a quadratic equation. Thereafter you have to factorize. It is a very risky thing. That's why you have to keep 1 minus x whole square as it is. That means you have to transpose this 8 square to that side. Okay, now 100, this 8 square 64, it becomes minus 64. Then the result will be, you have to calculate this one 36. Thereafter you have to transpose this 2 to RHS. Whenever you transpose this 2 to RHS, what happens? You can imagine root 36. So what is the value of root 36? Plus or minus 6. So here two cases are arise. You have to take plus 6 at time, you will take minus 6 another time. That's why you have to split the page into two parts. The first one minus x is equal plus 6. Second time you will take minus 6. So you have to calculate. Okay, here you transpose this 6 minus 6. You transpose minus x plus x. Here you transpose minus x plus x. Minus 6 plus 6. Okay, is it clear? Here x is minus 5 or x is equal 7. Okay. The most important, it is very important problem for 2 marks. So keep the result in the box. Okay, here also. Then observe the next problems. Okay, see here, show that forms a parallelogram. Here how many vertices are there? 4 vertices. So by 4 vertices we can get a quadrilateral. So that quadrilateral is to be parallelogram. We have to prove. Okay, here come to here, forms a parallelogram. That means here the problem already declared that we can get parallelogram by these 4 vertices. Then what is the RTP? You have to find one of the missing term, that is P, isn't it? So this is indirect, this is direct. Okay, now come to solution. In RTP, what we have to prove? A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. So how can you prove the parallelogram? You have to prove the parallelogram. Find the midpoints of the diagonals. What is the first diagonal? AC. You find the midpoint of AC. Okay, so here the midpoint concept. So for proving parallelogram, what we have to prove? We have to find midpoint of AC. Then we have to find the midpoint of BD. So totally overall the concept is midpoint concept. Therefore you have to write down the midpoint formula. You have to recapitulate, or otherwise you have to read out the formula 3 to 4 times. Now we are going to first find the midpoint of AC, isn't it? You see here, midpoint of AC is equal, you have to substitute the relevant values. Okay, here we are taking AC, that means x1, so that means x coordinate in first letter, Okay, you have to substitute like that. Okay, x1 coming from a, that is 7. x2 coming from second letter c, this is 8. Okay, then come y1, 1 means coming from first letter is a, y coordinate of a is 3. y2, this comes from second letter c, that is 2. Okay, by 2 here, by 2 here. Thereafter you have to calculate. Is nothing but 15 by 2, it is 5 by 2. Okay, the midpoint of AC is find out. Then you have to find out the midpoint of can you recapitulate? Yes, you have to find the midpoint of BD. So here also you have to use this formula only. So you have to substitute the relevant values. You can take B as x1 y1, D as x2 y2. x1 6 plus 9 by 2. Then y1 plus y2 1 plus 4 by 2. Then you have to calculate this 6 plus 9 15, 1 plus 4 by 1. You have to calculate. Okay, then here you see the midpoint of AC is 15 by 2, 5 by 2. Midpoint of BD is 15 by 2, 5 by 2. From these two, what you can conclude? Can you say? You can conclude like this. Midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. So here two midpoints are equal. That means what we can say, whenever in a quadrilateral, if midpoints of the diagonals are equal, then we can conclude like this: diagonals are bisect each other. Okay, whenever diagonals are bisect each other, the quadrilateral should be definitely parallelogram. Therefore ABCD is a parallelogram, isn't it? Now come to a solution here. The 4 points forms a parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, what is the condition? Come to, you have to proceed from back to front. It is a parallelogram, given condition. It is a parallelogram means what we can say, diagonals are bisect each other. What is meant by diagonals are bisect each other? Midpoint of AC is equal midpoint of BD. So we are taking this point as a key role in solution. Okay, come to solution. You see here in parallelogram, you have to write down the condition. Yes, this condition is to be written here. Diagonals bisect each other. When diagonals are bisect each other, what happens? You see this one. Midpoint of AC is equal midpoint of B. Therefore, we know the formula of midpoint, this one. Therefore, you have to substitute the relevant values in this formula. So the step will be like this. Here, midpoint, write down the formula of midpoint. Okay. Then you have to substitute the relevant values in this formula. Okay. You have to keep the formula in the box. Thereafter, you have to substitute the relevant values in this formula. So this is midpoint of AC and this is midpoint of BD. AC, that means x1 plus x2 by 2. A means x1 6, isn't it? x2 from second letter, that means C, x coordinate is 9 by 2, isn't it? Come to y coordinate, y1. Come to y coordinates, y1. 1 means from you take y coordinate from first letter. First letter is A, y coordinate is 1. Okay. y2, you will take y coordinate from second letter. Here second letter is C, the y coordinate is 4, isn't it? 4 by 2 by 2. Okay, by 2 by 2. Then here RHS related with BD. If you take B as first x1 y1, you will take B as x2 y2. Okay, you have to substitute. So the step will be like this. You see here 6 plus 9 15 by 2, 1 plus 4 5 by 2, here 8 plus p by 2. Why? Because these two are unlike terms, you cannot add. Then 2 plus 3 5 by 2. You see here y coordinate is 5 by 2, here y coordinate is 5 by 2. Both y coordinates are equal. There is no need to equalize these two. Why? Because 5 by 2 5 by 2 both are known values, so there is no need to equalize. Therefore just you have to equalize here x coordinate and here x coordinate. The step will be 15 by 2 is equal 8 plus p by 2. Here by 2 should be cancelled. Then what is the next step? Can you imagine? 15 is equal to 8 plus p. Therefore you have to find the value of p only. You have to transpose this 8. What happens? Plus 8 becomes minus 8. Therefore p is equal to how much? 7. Okay, you have to keep it in box, isn't it? Okay, then shall we move to last problem? I think it is the last slide. The problems are like this. Here, find the point that divides. That means here we are going to adapt section formula. Okay, this is x1, y1, x2, y2 and ratio m is to n. Okay, in solution, you have to represent all those things in pictorial form. You see the line segment. Okay, here you have a line. This is a line. Then you see minus 1 comma 7. It is one endpoint. And you see this is the second endpoint is 4 comma minus 3. This is a line segment joining this minus 1 comma 7 and 4 comma minus 3. This diagram represents the line joining minus 1 comma 7 and 4 comma minus 3. So you see, you can take this is x1 y1, you will take x2 y2. Then what is the remaining one? The ratio is 2 is to 3, is to be represented in pictorial form. Now, so when the ratio will be formed, if a point divides the line segment into two parts. Now this point divides the line segment into part 1 and part 2. You can take this point as x comma y according to section formula. Now the ratio parts. So here this is 2 parts and this is 3 parts. So you have to compare this ratio with m and this term in the ratio with n. Okay, now so all the given data can be represented in pictorial form. Now thereafter you write down the formula. You have to recapitulate, otherwise you have to read out the formula. Thereafter you have to substitute. Here x comma y is unknown, you have to find out. Here m n ratios, m means 2, n is 3. This is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. You have to substitute. Substitute will be like this. M means 2 here, x2 is 4, write down 4 here, plus here n is 3, here x1 is minus 1, here m is 2, here 2, m2 is minus 3, this plus n means 3, here 3, y1 means 7, here 7. Okay, thereby m plus n, m means 2, n means 3, 2 plus 3. Both denominators are always equal in section formula. You have to remember. Thereafter you have to calculate. 2 into 4, 8, plus into minus, 3 into 1, 3, by 2 plus 3, 5. Here plus into minus, 2 into 3, 6. Here 3 into 7, 21, by 2 plus 3, 5. Therefore you have to calculate. 8 minus 3 is 5 by 5. Minus 6 plus 21, 15 by 5. Therefore here 5 should be cancelled 1. Here 5 ones and 5 3 should be cancelled 1 comma 3. Therefore what is the value of x comma y? Is nothing but 1 comma 3. So this point divides this line segment in the ratio 2 is to 3. Here you see in which ratio that minus 1 comma 6 divides the line joining. Here you have to find the ratio. Here you have to find the division point. Here you have to find the ratio. That means as division point is given. Okay, you have to also represent this in pictorial form to understand. You will take a line segment. Then this line segment has 2 endpoints. This is one endpoint and this is another endpoint. So here you have 3 points. Among these 3, you can identify the endpoints of the line segments very carefully. The endpoints of the line segments. How can you identify the endpoints of line segment? Means the endpoints of the line segments are combined by using the phrase and, by using the conjunction and. Okay, therefore you can take these 2 are endpoints of the line segment. Then what this one can be taken as x1 y1, this can be taken as x2 y2. This is the division point. Now the division point is minus 1 comma 6. In previous one it is unknown. Okay, we have to find the value of x comma y. Here it is known, but what thing is here xy. Here what thing is missed? The ratio terms m and n are missed. Here m value is known, n value is known, but here m value is unknown, n value is also unknown. Similarly, you have to write down the formula. You have to substitute the relevant values using this figure. You have to substitute the relevant values in this formula only. Therefore, x comma y, that is the point of division, minus 1 comma 6 is equal. Here m is unknown. You can take m as it is. x2 means 6. Okay, plus plus. N is unknown. You have to take forward as it is. x1 means minus 3. You will write minus 3 by m plus n. M is unknown. N is unknown. Therefore, you have to write out m plus n. Here, my intention is I have substitute only x coordinate only. Don't substitute in y coordinate. You have to find either x term or y term only. That's enough. Okay. That's why here you put dash 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 dash. There is no need. Therefore, here I write down only x coordinate only. Therefore, you have to equalize this x coordinate and this x coordinate in next step. You see here? Very simple. But m into 6 means 6m, n into minus 3 means minus 3n. Thereafter, you have to cross multiply. You have to transpose this m plus n to this side. The step will be clearly like this. Thereafter, you have to multiply this m plus 1 with minus 1. That means you have to open the bracket. Minus 1 into m minus m. Minus 1 into n minus n. You can take these two terms as it is. Thereafter, you have to transpose all m's to one side, all n's to other side. Here you can take minus m as it is. This plus 6m becomes minus 6m. You can take minus 3n in RHS as it is. This minus n becomes plus n. So you see here, m terms should be kept one side and n terms should be kept in another side. Then you have to calculate minus m minus 6m minus 7m. Minus 3n plus n minus 2n. But you have to find the ratio. M is to n. M is to n means m by n. Therefore, I am going to find m by n. That's why you have to transpose n to this side and you have to transpose minus 7 to this side. You have like this. M by n is equal minus 2 by minus 7. Here minus minus should be cancelled. The result is 2 by 7. M by n. That means m is to n is equal 2 is to 1. Isn't it? Okay. Thank you for watching this video.